He didn't take his phone. He didn't take his wallet. He didn't even put on his shoes. On a rainy night in Tennessee, 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers walked out of his bedroom and into the earth. The police brought bloodhounds. The dogs smelled nothing. The neighbors checked their cameras. They saw nothing. But there was one thing missing from the room. One item that suggests that this wasn't an accident, but a plan. A single, small, yellow flashlight. And if you look closely at the security footage from that night, past the garbage trucks and the street lights, you might just see it. Bobbing in the dark, moving away, and then gone. Hendersonville, Tennessee, February 26, 2024. The ground is a sponge. It has been raining for hours. The kind of rain that turns backyards into mud pits. Sebastian Rogers is 15 years old, but he functions closer to a younger child. He has autism. He is gentle. He hates the feeling of grass on his bare feet. According to his mother, Katie Proudfoot, she puts him to bed around 9 p.m. She hears a thud later in the night. She calls out to him. "I'm okay," he says. That is the last voice anyone hears. When Katie goes to wake him for school at 6 a.m., the bed is empty. The front door is locked. The back door is locked. Now, look at the physics of the scene. If Sebastian walked out that door, he stepped into mud. Police swarm the property. They scan every inch of the yard. There are no footprints, not one. If he climbed out a window, he would have left a smudge, a scuff, maybe a broken blade of grass. There is nothing. It is as if he grew wings and flew out of the chimney. The bloodhounds arrive, dogs that can track a scent through water, through time. They circle the house. They sniff the driveway. They don't pick up a trail leading away. They don't pick up a trail at all. It's the immaculate disappearance. But then, the inventory check. His Nintendo Switch is there. His phone is there. His favorite toys are there. But his keychain flashlight is gone. Why does a boy with sensory issues, who hates being barefoot, walk into a cold, muddy storm with nothing but a light? The police are stumped. The FBI arrives. And the internet is watching. And the internet notices something the police initially dismiss. There is a security camera on a neighbor's house. It overlooks the street behind the Rogers home. At 3:10 a.m., a garbage truck rumbles by. But look past the truck. Look into the deep shadows of the tree line. Two faint light sources appear. They don't look like car headlights. They bob. They weave. They look like flashlights moving in tandem. Are these the ghost lights? Is this Sebastian navigating the dark? And if it is, who is holding the second light? The police eventually claim these lights are reflections from the garbage truck, but forensic video experts online dissect the footage frame by frame. The lights appear before the truck arrives. They move independently. If that is Sebastian, he wasn't alone. And if he wasn't alone, he didn't run away. He was led away. When a child vanishes, parents usually collapse. They beg. They scream. But the behavior of Sebastian's mother and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, sends a chill down the spine of the public. Chris Proudfoot wasn't home that night. He was working out of town, but his interviews, they feel wrong. He speaks with a strange detachment. He smiles at inappropriate times. And then, the move that turns the internet against them. Weeks after Sebastian vanishes, while volunteers are still combing the woods, the Proudfoots leave town. They get in their RV, they go camping, they say it's for their mental health. They say they need to get away. But who leaves the search radius of their missing autistic son to go on a road trip? The backlash was nuclear. YouTubers descend on the case. Bullhorn Betty and others start digging into the family's past. They find allegations of strict discipline, stories of Sebastian being hit with a belt. The tension explodes in late 2024. The Proudfoots file restraining orders against the YouTubers. A judge orders Bullhorn Betty to stay away from the family. It becomes a war. The family versus the public. And in the middle of all this noise, shouting, and court orders, Sebastian is still silent. The FBI searches a landfill. They find nothing. They drain ponds. Nothing. The parents pass polygraphs. Well, according to them. The house is searched multiple times. No blood. No struggle. No Sebastian. But there is one parent who isn't in an RV. Seth Rogers, Sebastian's biological father. He is the heartbreak of this story. While the theories spin out of control, Seth puts on his boots, he searches the woods himself, he wades through creeks, and when the police stop sharing information, he starts protesting. Fast forward to late 2025. It has been over a year and a half. The news cameras have packed up. The viral moment is over. But Seth Rogers is still standing outside the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. He stands there in the rain. He stands there in the heat. He holds a sign that asks a simple question: where is my son? He claims investigators won't return his calls anymore. He claims the case is being buried. The FBI has a standing reward of $50,000. But money can't buy clues that don't exist. We are left with the most disturbing possibility of all. That Sebastian didn't walk away. That the lack of footprints isn't a mystery. It's the answer. He didn't leave footprints because he never touched the ground outside that house. Sebastian Rogers is 16 years old now. Or he would be. We want to believe he is out there, huddled with that yellow flashlight, waiting to be found. But the flashlight battery died a long time ago. The mud is dried. The seasons have changed. And the only thing left is a locked front door and a question that haunts everyone who looks at this case. How do you lose a child in a house that is locked from the inside? This case is currently splitting the internet in half. Do you believe the garbage truck theory? Or do you think the security footage shows two people walking in the dark? And what do you make of the parents leaving in the RV? Tell me your theory in the comments below. I read every single one. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for watching.